Hello everyone, welcome to my playthrough of The Walking Dead VR, and this is the first time I'm ever utilizing the Oculus Quest 2 to record content for YouTube. Now, currently, I'm only able to save stuff to Facebook, so I'm gonna have to find a way to get around that, but I assume I'm gonna have to download the video off of Facebook and then just upload it to YouTube when I get the chance. But yeah, this game so far, I've gotten decently far into it. I don't know how long the game is, but I figured since I now know I can record content on the Oculus Quest 2, I should be able to just start a new game and go from the beginning to the end. And let's see how that goes. So, I'm just going to do that. So, if you guys don't know, this is my first time ever doing a VR game. I've never been a big fan of VR, but up until now, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the VR experience I'm getting. I mean, there is some clunkiness involved. I've only been able to play 2 games, however, with Beat Saber and The Walking Dead VR. But The Walking Dead VR is my favorite. Far more immersive, lots of things you can do. That being said, though, I still wish there was a little bit more you could do. But you'll understand what I mean when I get further into the game. So this is just a tutorial. There we go. Also, you see this whole screen here? Talking about the weapon. The detection on it's not the best. It doesn't display properly sometimes, even when it's right in your face. And, so the basic gist of it is, you press, whatever this button is on my, right controller. I don't know if it's, I think it's B I'm pressing? I haven't memorized that, but you press the lower button on your, on your controller here to essentially, drop the magazine. And then you can press the middle finger button in order to pick up anything in the environment. So in this case, I'm able to do this. I was able to pick up the magazine, essentially using the Force, essentially, which is a really cool feature that they've managed to put into this game. Hopefully it's the same case in Resident Evil 4 VR. But you can also use both of your hands. It's a very clunky process, I'm not a big fan of it, but it steadies your aim. It seems to work better with this weapon, but with the revolver that I was using, and also with the two-handed weapons, it's so clunky the way it works, and the aiming on this game is not very good. It's very inaccurate. Even though my iron sight is in the middle, there are times when the bullet doesn't fire where I'm pointing. And at times the gun just aims weirdly, even though I can literally see it on the screen. And so pretty much the shooting on this game is not very good. And this is your heavy weapon, and this is effectively your two-handed weapon. I haven't really had an opportunity to use the two-handed weapons a lot. I mean, I've only been using the axe to cut open wooden boards, and that's really it. I haven't really found a lot to experiment with the shotgun or with the rifle. But as I said, the guns on this game are very inaccurate, and they aren't the most damaging, and the enemies don't flinch on this game, which is stupid. This is your backpack. So yeah, look, an interactive inventory system. How cool is that? And you can swap between the pages. So this is your item slot menu. So there's 3 pages for your item slots. There's a separate slot for key items, just like Resident Evil 4, which is nice. Take food from your backpack. So you press the middle finger button in order to pick it up, and you hold it to your mouth in order to eat it, or you drink stuff. And the food, it heals your health, and it can also heal your stamina up. But there are some penalties involved with the drinks and the food, where if you eat certain food or you drink certain things, it will probably give you stamina, but it will also lower your maximum health threshold. Like, there are penalties like that, so you gotta bear that in mind. And this is the healing system. You can also use food to heal as well, but this is really the primary source of healing for this game, and the health bar gradually increases. But in the tutorial, it's not showing it right now. So this is your journal. This is where you can get your tasks. So this is where you can find your objectives. There's also side missions in the game as well. This is for recipes that you can track, because there is a crafting system on this game, but it's only in a specific area, just like in Evil Within 2, where you go to the workbench, or you go to the safe room. I mean, you can also use the crafting system that you take with you. But, I mean, mainly this game utilizes the whole system of going to a very specific location in order to craft. This is your tourist report. I haven't really found a lot of opportunities to experiment too much with this, because it's not that useful. This is your map. The map can be a little funky in this game, because it has a lot of trouble updating your current position. So say for instance, you take out your map, it shows you right there when in actuality you're supposed to be right there. So it takes a couple of seconds for it to move the indicator for you over to a set position. So you gotta wait a little bit just to understand where exactly you are. And then this is your note system. We'll talk about that later. Okay, and here's the flashlight. By the way, guys, there are some weird problems with this game where I'm trying to pick up certain things from my holsters, but it prioritizes the wrong thing. So there are times when I'm trying to pick up my flashlight, and instead prioritizes my weapon at my side. It has a lot of trouble designating the correct position at times. I mean, it hasn't screwed me too much, but it's just a little small issue here and there. You know, so this game has the whole shaking the flashlight system, just like in The Last of Us. Time for some combat. I'm guessing I'm in some kind of gymnasium right now. Alright, and this is where we're going to be learning about the combat. So, you find stuff in the environment to pick up. So in this case, I have a shiv. You get unlimited shivs in the tutorial. Here is your tutorial system right here. This is a little picture system. I mean, I didn't really rely on it so much. I just kind of went with it, and I just got used to it after a while. But when it comes to bladed weapons like the shiv, if you press the trigger button, which is what says like fire/interact right there, that button there, and then the middle finger button is the grab button right over there. That's what I'm actually talking about right there. So if you press the trigger button, you can change the angle of your weapon. And this is the primary stance that I assume, because I'm having to do a lot of stealth kills, or you can grab walkers on this game using your empty hand by using the grab button, and then you just jab the knife into their skull. You don't have to do that, however, because you can actually use your pistol and pistol whip the zombie in order to kill it. And it's a lot better than using your stabbing weapons, because you need to save your stabbing weapons for the humans, because the humans are a lot more dangerous than the walkers. But you grab your weapon, you then place it in this holster or that holster right there. So it's in my right hand, so I just place it here. But let me just show you how this works. Can I even grab this guy? Yeah, I can. So takes a little bit of effort. You gotta really put a lot of force into your swings. Not too much though. It can take some getting used to because the detection's a little clunky. And you'll notice right here the weapon has a durability system because it's flashing red. And there's no way to repair your weapons, by the way. You're only forced to pick stuff up from the ground, or you have to craft it at your safe room area. There we go. And my weapon is broken, so I won't be able to use that anymore. And this is where we have the two-handed weapons, which I haven't had an opportunity to use a lot. Because I just don't find it to be a very good process to use. It's just very cumbersome to wield. And it's just a waste, if you ask me. See? Very poor detection. Very, very poor detection. It's a big problem with this game. The detection is pretty bad in this game. Oh, I didn't realize there was a continuous variable system where you can actually place your hand. I thought it was only restricted to that spot right there. See, again, the detection's not good. And there is a stamina system, so you see right here, you have the health system on top, and you have the stamina on the bottom. That red line right there is your maximum threshold, essentially. There are certain actions that you can do to reduce that threshold, which is bad. But it's like after like a repeated amount of time just dealing with enemies, the threshold decreases. Can I just do this? No. It's like, again, it's very, very cumbersome. Might have to be at a distance in order to use the two-handed weapons a little bit better. This is going to introduce us to the Yakuza stick, so just shake the correct hand. But it can take some getting used to. I mean, the first time I was ever doing the Walking Dead VR, it was a little nauseating at first because I'm not used to VR. But, you know, once you get the handle down, once you understand how to move properly, like right now I'm just using the, I'm using that button right there. to actually move the camera, and I'm using that other button to move, like your analog sticks on the controller, essentially. Like, once you understand how that works, once you get used to actually moving your own head to actually move the camera a bit, but not being too reliant upon it, it should be fine. So this is how the ammo works. You can store your ammo in a separate slot. So this is your ammo box system. So you can fire the pistol. And that time it actually worked. So you pick up ammo boxes, and then you place it in here. And then you have the ability to press, you press A to eject your ammo. B is to crouch. You can also use the X button to eject ammo if you have the weapon in your left hand. Y is to actually talk. But I'm just going to reload. Oops, I did not mean to do that. My own controller was getting in the way because of the way the controller is designed. Or that little bar right there on top. That little arch. It kind of got in the way when I was trying to pull the slide back. I really wish they optimized that a little bit better. And by the way, guys, I am wearing my glasses. Because it's actually not as cumbersome as I thought. You know, I had a lot of trouble actually putting the glasses on alongside the Oculus Quest 2, but I eventually got used to it. But yeah, you have unlimited ammo right here, and just practice right here. So you can fire one-handed, you can fire two-handed. I really feel like the one-handed version with the pistol is a lot better. Well, that's the end of that tutorial.
Now that you've seen all there is, would you like to exit the combat
that's no problem as
tutorial?
well. So there are times where, for some reason, you're looking at a guy in order to continue the conversation, but if you look in a weird way, it stops the whole conversation, and the NPC has to replay his dialogue. It's very frustrating in this game. It has some weird detection problems. Like, the detection's just a big problem in this game at times. But you hold Y to interact, and then you can use the right analog stick to pick your options, and then while holding Y, you let go of the right analog stick. Oh, I'm sorry, you let go of Y, I'm sorry, my fault. You let go, like, you keep the right analog stick in the correct direction, and you let go of
sure
Y.
About that? Ah, damn, would you look at that? Just remember, them walkers out there ain't gonna treat you as kindly as the ones in here.
And that's the end of the tutorial. It took me a while to realize you can actually use the Y button to skip cutscenes. I originally thought the cutscenes were unskippable, so it was going to make this little tutorial moment annoying. But that's not true.
Well, I'll be damned. The tourist. In the flesh. Oh, stories about you.
So I'm not too familiar with the story of The Walking Dead. I've never watched the series. Because I've heard that the later seasons, The Walking Dead is not very good. The earlier seasons were a lot better. But even so, though, the whole concept of The Walking Dead isn't as intriguing as Resident Evil. Or like The Last of Us, for instance. That's why I never really touched the series, so I'm not too familiar with the story.
One lone soul to another.
But this right here is really cool. So,
the only thing to be feared.
So you're just standing still. You're inside of the boat. Like you literally feel like you're here. It's incredible. And you can even like turn your own head around. You can see all this happening. Like it's a really nice little cutscene moment to help you get acquainted with the VR system if it's your first time.
On one side.
There's that tower there.
Looming on the horizon, high and mighty, spouting their all-for-one ideals.
That's me hitting the triggers.
Shunning any folks who
That's me hitting the grab
toe
button. Also, if you place your fingers on the buttons, you can actually, without actually pressing them, it actually registers in the game. That's intriguing. Like I'm putting my my left finger on the analog stick, and my thumb moves.
On the other, making everyone's skin crawl with their horror show tactics. And the powder keg that's gonna make the whole city blow? The reserve. I can tell by the spark that jumped up in your eyes that you've heard the legend.
Look at that.
Disaster relief supplies. And when the flood to end all floods hit, in an old military bunker. Never distributed to the people because the government didn't know its ass from a hole in the ground. And before they could figure it out, the dead started walking. Oh, all that grub, all those meds, military-grade weapons and ammo to boot, untouched, hidden.
Yeah, your hand can collide with the geometry, but it doesn't register on in real life, of course.
Close to unearthing the mother lode. That's right. You're looking at him. But this broken body has seen better days, and I need to get after it real quick before the fools get wise. So, if you find yourself itching to step out of the bayou and help out an old man, well, you can find me in the cemetery where I'm holed up. There would be a 50-50 split in your future. I ain't greedy, and I ain't no fool.
There's gonna be a little shooting moment that happens
Give it
here.
a ponder, tourist. You just might be what this sinking city needs to keep his head above water. But then again, maybe you're the type to pull the whole godforsaken place under.
Even if you don't shoot those walkers, you still fail, and you just end up capsizing. But we're actually going to be encountering real walkers in a second. And the area we're heading towards is effectively going to be our safe area once we clear all the walkers out. I mean, there are still walkers in the catacombs area of your safe area, but they will not come into your actual safe zone. Also, I don't know if you guys can see the blue barrier here, but this is the Guardian area I erected. It's probably not going to show up in the video. I'm not sure if it actually shows up. But you can actually draw your own barrier to actually set up your own barrier in real life so that you don't collide any objects. It's part of the little tutorial program they introduced while you're setting up the Oculus Quest 2. Alright, time to move on. So, opening doors on this game, you can't really sprint into doors and open them and they just open automatically. You really have to interact with the doors. Like, you grab onto the door and then you push it open by moving forward. Or if you can actually pull it by moving backwards. It's mainly that. I mean, you can also move your hand, but it's not very good. It's a little cumbersome. But, you know, like, just having the ability to run through doors would have been handy, but it's not in this game. I don't know if there's going to be any sequences in this game where you're forced to run. But there's our first stabbing weapon. I'm always half tempted to do the little animation that Sebastian does when he sneaks up on enemies in Evil Within 2, where he pulls his knife out from his side, and then he twists the knife like this. Like, watch. Like that. Like, I've really grown attached to that animation that he does, that I end up doing it myself, because I like the way it feels. Okay, so the vaulting system is a little bit hard to grasp at times, but you really gotta make sure that you do that. You gotta flick it upwards. Like, make sure your hands are actually touching the geometry, and then you hold the grab button and then launch yourself up. It was very hard to grasp at times, and it really felt weird. But there's our first walker. You cannot punch enemies, by the way. The enemies take no damage from your punches. You have to specifically use a weapon. And walkers and humans die instantly from a stab to the head, which is handy. You know, like, the clunkiness of the VR, it needs these kind of handicaps in order to make the experience more accessible. And while this is pretty cool that you can be in this environment, you know, it does provide some limitations, and such limitations, they have to make sure there are some handicaps in the gameplay that make the gameplay a lot better. But let's actually get into some combat with the walker. So walkers are very easy because all you gotta do is just grab their head like this, and then stab them. And when you have the pistol, you can just pistol whip them, and you will not have any kind of durability system on your pistol. It's only when you fire that the durability system is lowered on your pistol or your other weapons. But pistol whipping, you have unlimited durability in that sense. So you gotta make sure you use the pistol whip to kill walkers. That's the best way to handle them. There's Henry.
Fool. Such a damn fool. Oh, no more. Please. I can't. I take no more.
He eventually turns into a walker.
Relax. It's me. What happened to you?
You can also select your gender, by the way. I selected a male character. And you can also select a female character. You can change your skin tone on your hands.
Same time.
You can change your voice. There's only 2 different options though, so it's not that intricate of a customization system on your character.
Oh, do me a solid. The bus. All I got. All I've done. Don't.
Yeah, so the bus right there is your safe area.
I'm begging you. Help the kid.
Is that the Confederate flag right there? What is that? Or is that the tower flag?
It still stands. Huh? They get mine. Understand? They're the only ones who deserve it. The rest, drown the motherfuckers.
Henri, who are you talking about?
So long, waterfall.
This is where he turns into a walker, but we're just gonna leave him. Because you can't even kill him. I forget what the task is. Find clues about the reserve. So you go inside of here, and this is your safe area. So here's your gun. I'm full, apparently. But this game has an item box system like Resident Evil, so you can place any excess items in there. Only 2 slots. I had 3 last time, I think. Or maybe I had 2, but I'm just misremembering. There's your shiv. I'll put this in my backpack. Actually, I should be putting this right here, because I like to do this. Because I always have my shiv in my right hand, it feels a lot better. And anything glowing in pink, by the way, is part of your tasks. It's part of your main objectives or your side objectives. This is your journal. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is just a collectible. This battery you need. Can you actually put this on? Yeah, you can. Does this go anywhere? Yeah, it does. Okay. So, like, right here, you can also use broken revolvers, but you just grab the walker and then you just smack him in the head. It takes about, like, 3 hits, sometimes, like, 1 or 2 hits to actually kill walkers. The detection can be a little funky at times, so you just gotta make sure you're actively hitting their head. Here's some healing items. This is the recycling kit, so you convert these resources into crafting supplies. You know, see, 3 wood scraps, 1 gunpowder. I haven't had to use the crafting system much so far. It's kind of fluff at the moment. But I assume it's just there for anyone who wants to take a combat stance. Can't be scrapped, so it's part of a special. I'm not too sure what it's for, though. Like, you can also find statues that you can't put away. Not too sure what they're for, though. Not sure what those pictures are for. I assume that's just pictures of the reserve. Yeah, so this right here is a mechanic, so if you take too long in an area, eventually bells will ring and walkers will start spawning in a heavy abundance. It's part of a whole system that the tower has set up to essentially weed out stragglers. I think also the... I forget what their name is called. The Reclaimed. The Reclaimed, I think they use a similar system as well. So it's just a gameplay mechanic to force you to move as fast as possible. It is lenient though, so don't worry too much about it. But you drink yourself to sleep. I don't think this heals you, by the way. I don't think it heals your stamina or your health. Yeah, like it didn't change my maximum threshold. Search the Blue Mansion for a microphone. Use skip to travel to the Shallows. Okay. There's some pretty somber music playing. Because The Walking Dead is all about the somberness. And then it kind of went out of control with its craziness, I think. That's why the later seasons weren't well received by many, I believe. Here's the whole crafting system. So you eat food to restore your stamina, and you see right here there's the penalty system. You lose 5 health if you choose to have this. And then medicine can restore your health. And this is your crafting system right here, so you gotta upgrade that little paper right there to gain access to all of these, but I don't think it gives you the option at the moment. There's some ammo here. Already full. Oops, my fault. Did not mean to do that. Oh, bandages restore current health. Okay. And max stamina decreases when you exert yourself. But let's travel to the Shallows. So effectively this could serve as a blind playthrough, but at the moment it's a playthrough, not a blind playthrough. So yeah, crouch movement makes less noise, sprinting makes more noise, stay low and slow to avoid detection. I think you can also walk behind humans while uncrouched and nothing really happens. So you're kind of free right there. That being said though, the humans can be a little weird at times. And also, by the way, if your weapon bangs against the geometry, it actually makes noise. But look at that. That right there is really cool. You can turn these bottles into stabbing weapons. And you can also stab with spoons as well. Which just seems very odd. I don't know how anyone can stab someone with a spoon. I've never heard of that.
I have no one else to turn to. My husband, he's turned, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. I just can't bring my...
I will put him...
You will? Second floor.
Okay, so I already know where that is. And let me just take that. The detection is not the best.
I noticed your watch. Looks like you've got the alarm in sync with the chiming bells that rile up the walkers every day. Smart.
Sorry, I can't listen right now.
You seem distracted.
Whoa, what do you... I'm
I
not
can
aiming
focus
my weapon
now.
at you.
Sorry.
You've returned. Thank you. I noticed your watch. The chiming bells that rile up the walkers every day.
I don't really rely upon this watch.
Don't want to be caught out in the open when this place is overrun by the dead. Oh, and one last request. Ruben's wedding band. If you could retrieve it, it would mean so much to me. At least I could carry one small token with me. From my children, I have nothing. They're just gone. I never even got to say goodbye.
Alright, so I believe the blue mansion is marked on the map. Need to drop this. Where am I? I don't see myself. Yeah, like, yeah, see, now it just popped up, like, the map just has a lot of trouble, optimizing at times, or actually, populating, the marker on the map. But you'll see a house you can climb, and it's blue. Should probably put my shiv away, I don't want to waste it. Let's take the spoon. And again, I should just be using my pistol. Oh, somebody sees me. So this is the best way. See? Very efficient, and my weapon is perfectly fine. Has not lost any health. It's only when I fire it that it loses health. The fact that they let you do that is insane, but it makes sense. That being said, though, you know, as much as this game seems like it has a lot of creativity, it has a lot of limits as well. Like, let me show you. So, like, watch this. So you can throw walkers, but it gives you the illusion you can smash their heads into geometry, but you actually can't. Like, watch this. And that time I didn't even try to go that way. See, like, it's just very clunky. See, yeah, see, like, it doesn't afford you that level of flexibility, which is stupid. I hate that. Like, this is about putting yourself into the game. But I want to do stuff like that with smashing the zombies' heads into the walls, so that, you know, I don't have to waste time just picking stuff up from my holsters, but that game doesn't have that kind of flexibility. There we go. Yeah, walkers aren't a problem. Eventually, at some point, we'll be encountering diseased walkers, and if you kill them when they're close to you, they will release a poison that damages you. It doesn't poison you over time, it just damages you, which can be annoying. Are those bullets? Yep. Oh, this box of stuff, this has random stuff. It has a lot of crafting materials. You definitely want to save those, just in case. And, now we can open this. No, it's locked. Okay. I love doing that. That's so satisfying. See? I'm trying to pick the thing up, but my pistol's in the way, so I prioritize the wrong thing. Like, there's just a little niggles in the system like that, and it's really annoying. But there is a way to climb this. You don't have to go through the door. This is the way I normally go when doing this, because it's a lot of fun to do. So, by using the grab button, you can climb onto this. You have to be fast, though. You have limited stamina. But that right there, very immersive and really cool. I love doing that. And we should be able to use the key here, so let me find it. Oh shit! Shit, here they come. Can't get my iron sight on this in the middle. Like the trouble you have in just getting your iron sight in the middle, it's very clunky, very clunky. It's not very honest. It flails about all over the place when it shouldn't. Sounds like he's right there. You know, this game can be scary at times when, you know, you're trying to sneak through humans, or you're having to get, like, sneak attacked by walkers, because you're actually there. You know, it's... You know, I never really got that with a lot of games. It's different than this one. And you're done. Hello, can I pick up the ring, please? But don't leave this area yet, because there is a shotgun. Haven't really found a lot of opportunities to use it. There's a statue, and there are some drawers and closets that you can search in here. But this right here is to indicate that he killed his children. You can interact with that lady again, and trigger an optional conversation where she asks you to show proof. But I don't know what that proof is, so I just ignore it. And plus, why make her day more miserable, you know? Why fill her with, that kind of truth, you know? This world's already bad enough as it is, and wow, this is definitely a, what's it called? A Twinkie? That's a big Twinkie. Ghostbusters reference if you don't know. Okay, just get this out of the way. I don't know how to actually open these. How do you open these, cigarette packs when they're closed? That's what I'm confused about. Oh, lights. No, stop. I've never done this before, actually. It's not really working right now. Why would I ever want to be a smoker? Fuck that. Oh, my backpack's full. No, whatever. Not really needing. What's the main objective is repair the radio. So yeah, you have to search the Blue Mansion, and the part's somewhere in here. It's lighter. Oh, these toys can actually, they can actually go off, and it makes noise. I don't know how it works, though. Yep, you just gotta collide it with the ground, it seems. I'm gonna have to search this place. There's a bottle there. Any supplies you can get rid of, actually. I don't really need this. This I can keep. Ugh. Obviously not very good. It's so satisfying. Hey, what the heck? Oh, right. I always forget to do that. Oops. Oh, that's too hilarious. I love that. Wait, what? I thought that was the Arkham Knight for a second. But like I said, it takes some getting used to if this is your first kind of VR game. Oh, did I? Oh no, never mind. I'm guessing that's another shotgun? It's a broken shotgun. It's around here somewhere. I've already been there. I think it's down below, actually. Oh, no, it's right here. There it is. Anything else? Install the microphone in the bus radio. Okay. Let's head back there. And then I'll conclude this part of the blind playthrough. Even though it's technically a playthrough right now. What's the other way to get out of here? Oh, there's a shiv here. Oh, come on! Let's get rid of this. Oh, this will come in handy, actually. Let's get rid of that. Won't be needing this. Haven't found any use for it. Crafting supplies, but I'm full. And I really haven't found a use for it, so it doesn't matter. You've got to learn how to do this game without healing, but given the problems that this game has with the really awkward detection, you kind of need a healing item at all times. And there can be some pretty tough sequences in this game. Let me put that there for a second. That's glue, so I won't be needing that. Sure, I can discard that. Oh, nope, I want to pick up the item, thank you. Alright, let's move on. Can you go, please? Thank you. There's also an underground area, but not really that useful. Shit. There we go. Yeah, so they are stunned a bit, or they don't really move much after you let them go. I just gotta get back to the skiff. Is there a second skiff around here? Yeah, there is one there, but I don't know if the map's updated correctly. Whatever. Someone noticed me. I assume the red area on the clock is when you gotta worry about the bells ringing. It kind of sucks that you can't explore all these houses, you know, for a VR game. You'd think there'd be a little bit more immersion into the environment rather than just specific houses. But I guess the Oculus Quest 2's inferior hardware compared to the next-gen consoles is probably what makes up for that. Well, also, NPCs like her can attack enemies if they get close. But let me just give her the ring.
Is it over?
I recovered the ring.
Thank you. This means the world to me. The only reminder of life before all of this. Reuben was a good husband and an amazing father.
Hold on to the good memories. They will keep you sane.
I will. Here's the code to the safe as promised. I hope that whatever's inside will prove useful. Safe journey.
I don't know where the safe is, so I didn't even bother going for it. Yeah, it was quite a struggle to learn this game, but now it's become a lot of fun. Right, time to get the hell out of here. So I'll craft the radio, and I'll talk with the guy, and then I'll conclude the playthrough. Or at least this part of the playthrough, I should be saying. And always make sure you're checking your guardian area that you've set up to make sure you're not straying too far away, because you don't want to accidentally collide with objects in the real world. Also, when you're in the resting place, you have unlimited stamina. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, nothing yet for crafting. Let's discard some junk while we're at it. Discard that. Can you actually light that with the lighter, I wonder? That'd be intriguing. Is that medicine? It is, so I'm gonna keep that safe. Like I said, the descriptions just don't pop up sometimes. It's very odd. And these statues cannot be discarded. I don't know what they're for. This can be discarded. Stupid cigarettes. See, gives you a lot of stuff if you have the box of stuff. That's what it's called, the box of stuff. Won't be needing this. I can probably put this away as well. Oh, it doesn't give you anything. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, that's stupid. So let's put the microphone on. Oh, well, okay. Let's put that there. There we go. Tune into channel 61.
Waterfall.
What'd you just say?
Waterfall.
That's not possible. Who is this?
Just someone who enjoys waterfalls. Horsetail, punch bowl, cascade. Big fan of all varieties.
That's supposed to be funny? I'm not laughing. You alone?
I'm alone.
That's a lie.
Actually, it's the truth. No one here but me. You have my word.
Your word doesn't mean shit to me. Not yet.
Not yet. You're testing me.
Maybe. If you're straight with me, our conversation continues. And believe me,
My
I'm
legs are a little
someone you
tired right
want
now
on your
from
side.
all the standing.
I know things. Things you're not gonna get from any other source. I need to know, though, that you're above board. We both want answers, but mine come first. Okay. I believe you're alone. And I'm pretty sure I know who you are. What I'm most curious about is how you found this station and why you said waterfall.
I came across a journal. Belonged to a soldier. This frequency, waterfall, New Orleans, written in it.
Does anyone else know about it?
Just me.
Good. Let's keep it that way. Okay. I got what I need for now. I know you're telling the truth. Just remember, I've got ears everywhere. I hear it all. From every angle, okay? Nothing gets past me.
I get it.
Your turn. Keep it brief. I got shit to do.
The Reserve. What do you know about it?
I've heard of it.
You've probably heard more than most. How about sharing some knowledge?
Yeah, well, how would I know more than anyone else?
You mentioned your ears were everywhere. You heard of me before
right.
I even set foot in NOLA. Seems like someone so informed would know a bit more than the average schmuck when it comes to the thing everyone is talking about, right?
Not necessarily.
I'll let it go. For now. I came to NOLA to meet up with an old-timer named Henri. Speaking to you through his radio. He wound up dead, along with a bunch of other folks.
No, look, I don't know anything about a dead old man.
What about the people who killed him? Or why he was hung upside down like a slaughterhouse cow? Know anything about them? They seem interested in tracking you down too.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything about what's going on up there. There's no reason to track me down.
Oh wait, I just realized, after this little conversation, that lantern over there is going to light up. So it's not that it ends right here.
What do you mean by up there? If you're not up here with the rest of us, where are you?
That's classified. You don't have clearance. In fact, I don't even know why I'm talking to you right now.
Yep, there it is.
What the fuck was that? They coming for you? Shit.
Oops.
There's something going on over here. Hold on just a minute.
Fuck, shit. No, I should never have. No. No, this ends now. Right fucking now.
So either way, you're still gonna get this, I believe. Well, so there was a bow and arrow you could pick up, but I don't know how to use the bow and arrow properly. Not really that useful. This is where we are going to enter the catacombs. Oh shit! Yeah, walkers don't really run towards you whenever they're close to you. So when you get far enough away from them, that they choose to run. Not like running as in sprinting, just like a little slight walk. Can I do this? Wow, they didn't even notice. Hey, come back here. That was very odd. The enemies are so strange on this game at times. Like, you can actually crouch, like, right in front of a human at times, and they somehow don't see you because of the way the geometry works. Yeah, I'm just glad the walkers work this way, because if you try using your stabbing weapons without grabbing them, it's so clunky. The detection on the head is really bad, unless you grab them. The fact that developers were smart enough to put that in is good. But see, like just looking at the way I'm lowering my gun, the iron sight should be there, but it's just... it's not there sometimes. And even when my iron sight is in the center, it misses. Like, let me just test it out real quick. Okay, I think that was a hit. But I missed the head. Also, be careful not to drop your bullets, because they will fall to the ground. What the hell? Hello? Oh. Oh, my fault, sorry. Wrong, holster. Should be able to get back down. Also, you can enter this building, but I don't know where the key is. It's nice to see that pointing actually serves a purpose now in the game. Because there are times when I'm literally pointing at my screen while I'm commentating. And of course you guys can't see it, but now you guys can actually literally see me pointing. But yeah, stamina is pretty crucial in this game when you're trying to escape from enemies. And you run out of stamina very fast on this game. And if you're doing a lot of like big actions, your max stamina threshold really decreases. Alright, that should be it. So I think I can now pass the time, am I correct? Yeah, I'll just pass the time. But this is where I'm going to conclude the first part of my blind playthrough. Like I said, this game is a lot of fun. But it's really lengthy if you're taking in quite a while to do. And I don't seem to have the crafting just yet, but let me just discard some stuff, and I'll just conclude it right here. Hello? Pick up the skull. Crappy detection. Oh! You gave me stuff that time. I wonder why I didn't do so last time. That should be fine. But yeah, this is the end of the first part, so stay tuned for the future parts, guys. I'll be right back.